We're taking it back.
Hey guys, Next is back again, and I'm going to be redoing my medic guide today. The reason for redoing it is because in my last video I didn't have nearly enough skill power to consider it a medic build. Now I do have enough skill power to consider it a medic build, although I will be continuing to try and get better items for this build because currently, as you can see, I have 22,680 skill power. I want to get that to 35,000. That's probably what you guys should be shooting for as well. You definitely, and I mean definitely, want to have at least 30,000 skill power. It really helps having nearly 23,000. So before you comment in this video saying I don't have enough skill power, this video is not about the gear, it's about the skills themselves and the tactics you should be using with the skills as well as the talents. So just keep that in mind, and let's get right into it. First off, we're going to be actually talking about what your gear should be building, and that's firearms and electronics. Stamina is great. Right now my stamina is just at abnormally low, and that's because this, like I said, this build is not perfect. This build is not showcasing gear. I'm not trying to tell you that this is the right gear to be using, so keep that in mind. So, if you build firearms and electronics, that will allow you to do a decent bit of damage, as well as get your skill power or skills to cool down quick enough that you don't need a massive amount of health. Generally, I'd recommend 40,000 health. I'm 10,000 under that, I know, sorry, but again, this build is not about the gear, it's about the skills and talents. So, gear or weapon wise, I would go with a sniper because as a medic you want to be sticking back, you don't really want to be taking too much damage, you want to let your allies kind of just control the mobs and let them deal with all the close range guys. And I went with the Vector for my primary though because as everyone knows the Vector is incredibly overpowered. So yeah, just to sum that up again, you're definitely going to want 40,000 health, 30,000 electron or skill power. I would go for 35,000 to 40,000 personally. I think that's a good range. Any more than that, I feel like you're going to be sacrificing way too much in the other skills that it won't actually be as effective as you want it to be. So, I'd try and say 35 to 40,000 skill power, 40,000 health, and then build the rest into firearms so you can still do damage. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way and all the people who were about to yell at me for not having enough health or skill power don't really have an argument, let's get into the skills. Okay, first off, I'm going with first aid, and that is because there is the overdose mod, and what this will do is you can heal more efficiently and extend the target's health beyond its normal rating. You can shoot this at an ally, or you can just double tap E and everyone around you will get it. You can also use the defibrillator, but I'll get into that in a moment, so I would definitely go with the overdose mod. And for the Q, the support station, I have life support on the support station because I find that it helps out quite a bit. But I also use immunizer because if you didn't know this, the life support station, or any life support station, can revive your allies. You don't need the life support mod. The only difference is that instead of the support station automatically reviving them, without the life support mod, they just have to go up to it and manually hold F, but it will still revive them. And obviously, as a medic build, you go with recovery link because your medic just revives everyone if they go down and overheals them beyond the maximum health, which is just fantastic. So, yeah. Alright, so let's talk about talents now. First off, adrenaline. Use a medkit when not at full health to receive an overheal. I mean, this really kind of makes sense, for as a medic. Triage, heal an ally with a skill to reduce skill cooldowns by 15%, considering both your skills or all three of your skills heal your allies. If you keep doing this, you'll be able to get them back up real quick, and that will really help you out quite a bit. Critical save, when you're at low health, increase your and use medkit, increase damage resistance by 40% for 10 seconds. That's just standard to any build that I make. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's the most important thing on the talent tree. but you can disagree with me on that one if you want. It's just my opinion, and that's all there is to it. And then Combat Medic, use a medkit near allies to heal the group members and proxies within 20 meters by 40%. So this will heal them 40% of what your medkit is healing, which is a decent bit. That will go up as you have higher health. As I said, I don't have enough health on this build. You definitely want to have 40 or between 40 or 50,000 health. And so 40% of what a medkit heal will actually be a very good buff to your team. Also, 20 meters is a very, decent range for a talent, so, that'll really come into effect, and you'll be surprised how far 20 meters actually is. Now, going back to the skills, though, as you can see, the cooldown on the first aid has already gone from 41% or 41 seconds to 30 seconds, and the support station from 83 to 61 seconds. If you get 45 to around 40 to 45,000 skill power, that will go down support station to probably about 40 seconds, and the first aid to about 22 seconds. I'm doing this math really quickly in my head, so don't expect that to be spot on. The recovery link is 616 seconds, which that should go down to approximately 526 seconds. Again, I'm doing math really quickly in my head. Those numbers aren't exact, it's just approximations. So yeah, you definitely want to focus on that. Also, you'll notice that your insta-heal was a portion of your regular health. So as your health goes up, that will go up. That is why I said you want to have between 40 and 50,000 health as your medic. Again, my build is not about gear, it's about skills. So yeah, as you get higher health, this will heal more, so it'll heal your team more, which is amazing. And that's really all there is to say about this. I'm sorry that you guys didn't like my last medic build. Again, I still don't really have all the gear that I particularly want for my medic build. As you can see, it's far from finished, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you, yes, this is the gear you want to use. I'm here to tell you these are the skills and these are the talents, and it's kind of just how you want to use them and how you want to build your team around them. Yeah, for tactic-wise, though, I would definitely say that if you're going to use first aid, you need to practice shooting it about a second in front of where your teammate is running, because the heal doesn't tick for about half a second till after it hits the ground. So if your teammate's running, shoot it in front of him, not at him, because it won't actually heal him. Also, if you are by yourself, or using this on yourself, like double tapping your E or Q, whatever you have it set as, you definitely want to stand in place, because you get the initial heal and then half a second later a second heal will tick, so you'll heal yourself twice, which is fantastic. For the support station, not much can be said about that other than that it's the only self-revive in the game. If you didn't know that, if you're using immunizer, just go up to it and hold F and you can revive yourself. If you have the life support, it will revive you for you, but I found that life support actually can put you in a bad position, because as soon as you crawl into the circle, it starts reviving you, therefore you can't move. And sometimes if you're downed, you do need to move back into cover, because some guy might shoot you and actually kill you, and then a support station can't get you up. You have to be manually revived, which takes like 20 seconds, I think it is. So yeah, I almost want to go with the immunizer, because you want to be throwing your life support station behind cover anyway. So just crawl behind cover and then revive yourself, which seems like the smarter option. And then finally, I'm just going to cover exactly what I said in the 7 medkit video. Just get a backpack, any backpack that has as you can see in the right there, a +2 medkit capacity. Just equip it. You restock here. Obviously I can't do it because I have 7 medkits. Once you've done that, just switch back over to your other backpack, and then you're done. As you can see, I have 7 medkits, and I don't have the backpack I The backpack I currently have equipped does not have a +2 medkit capability. It has an ammo capacity capability, but I still have the 7 med packs. And if you're going into a challenge mode, you definitely want to bring those extra med packs with you, because remember, you have a talent where med packs heal your team as well. And just like anyone else, you still have crowd control because you have grenades. I really can't believe someone actually said my tank build didn't have crowd control. I was like, do you know what a fucking grenade is, man? We have a lot of them. I mean, look at that. At full stock, that is 14 grenades that you have. That's enough crowd control for any build. You don't need skills to be your crowd control, but that's just my opinion. So if you guys don't agree with me, let me know in the comments. You know, I'm just trying to let you guys know, like, my mindset when I make these builds. I'm not trying to tell you this is the best thing in the game or anything. If you make a modified version of this that you think works more, go ahead and let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, please like it or let me know in the comments. And if you disagreed with anything, also let me know in the comments, because I'm always trying to improve my builds. I won't be redoing a medic build though, unless I get a astronomically perfect medic build so amazing that I can't but show it to you guys, but I don't see that happening. I build mostly towards tanking and DPSing, so yeah. I hope you guys did like this video though. I'm really sorry you guys didn't like the first one overwhelmingly. I'm trying to do better. Other than that, you know, I just hope you guys keep watching my videos. It means a lot that I've been getting so many views, and I'm just trying to keep making content you guys enjoy. So, peace out.